And today is really going to be an in your face direct conversation because I cannot express to you enough how many people and clients come to me saying they've tried everything. Um, this goes for executives who are having legal issues with employees saying that they were discriminating. This is racial issues. This is a line. This is really just how um, closed people have become to potentials. So when we are in denial, we will see no possibilities. Okay. And when we are in that place of no possibilities and like, I've tried it all, you must know that you are lying to yourself. And any time that you are in a place where you are in denial or in avoidance or ignoring or any of those three, you should know that you basically dismantle your energy field and collapse the fields into what's called closed systems. Denial is the antithesis of the truth frequency, which creates this armor of God, if you will. And when you have this truth frequency and you look at your life and your way of being in all aspects in 100% truth with no denial, you create what's called inner strength. So people who say that I've tried everything, Kiana, and nothing works, that's denial. That's avoidance. That's a lack of inner strength. I know I've been there. I've been depressed. I've been pissed. I've been angry. I've been all of those things. We all have an emotional body. What we do with those emotions really determine who we are within ourselves. And my prayer for you all is that you really go within and know that when you align with truth and you get really ugly honest with yourself, that you know what, really I haven't tried it all, I'm just saying that, so now I know I'm in my thinking. When you're in your thinking, you will have thoughts of despair. When you're in your thinking, you will have thoughts of anxiety. When you're in your thinking and in your mind, you will have disorientation. And it sucks, but the only way back, nobody can bring you back. No therapist can bring you back. They can only guide you. You need to get help. You cannot sit and look at your life. Even executives who come to me who feel like they've exhausted all potentials, and then in collaboration, I could come up with 8 different potentials of which had never been thought of or considered, solely because we're in collaboration in a higher level of consciousness. You cannot get that through thinking because consciousness is not an intellectual thought process. It's not going to school. It's not your education. It's a connection that you have within yourself, within your inner strength. That is where higher consciousness comes in. So when you align to the truth frequency, this means you're fearless in seeing, speaking, and knowing the truth. You're not looking for people to be your friend because they like you. You know, would be those are nice to haves, they're not needs to haves. Okay. So when I have an executive that calls me and says, "Hey, Kiana, my employees are saying I'm a jerk and I'm discriminating and I don't hire properly," which are lies. Okay. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to open potentials for all people, even those who can't see them. So you need to start to do that for yourself. You need to reach out to people that are going to help you get to where you want to go. You can't get there on your own, and most people can't. And by the way, it should not be your husband or your wife. They should not be your everything. Forget it. You need an outside person to help guide you. Your partner is not your therapist. Your partner is not your sounding board. Your partner is not your everything. I don't know what delusion of marriage and partnership that a lot of people have bought into, but they're not supposed to be all those things. Not everything is to be resolved within your relationship. You must have guidance from somebody that you trust, somebody you could speak honestly to, and that's going to help you hold that truth frequency that's outside of your inner circle. Because your inner circle's responsibility is not your mental health. Your inner circle's responsibility is not to keep you going down the straight path. That's not their responsibility. You need to take that on yourself and get the help that you need. So, when you are in denial, it's going to seem hopeless, helpless, and bleak. That is when you're listening to your thinking, and your thinking will always bring you down in a downward spiral. When you are in connection to truth, you will get this jolt of energy. You may not like what you see, okay? You may not like it. This is not about liking it. This is about being honest and truthful. And the truth is, you haven't tried it all. You haven't done everything that you could do, because the path of truth is about adjusting incrementally, constantly. If you have to adjust every day, you adjust every day until you find what works. And then, even when you find what works, you're going to need to adjust still, because what works yesterday may not work today. So you just keep adjusting, adjusting, changing, adjusting, tuning, attuning, like a fine instrument that you are, constantly. It never ends. Okay? The journey going inward is always going to be an evolution. It never ends. So don't look for an end point. When I get here, I will. No, it's like, I'm here now. Where do I need to adjust now? Where do I need to see the truth now? Where am I not being honest to with myself now? Those things are really honest and deep conversations that you need to have with yourself, not your partner, maybe somebody who you're going to, like a guidance like me, or maybe it's somebody else. It doesn't have to be me. I'm not the end all be all. And look, if you don't want the truth, you do not come to me. Because that's what I live in. I'm born to live in the truth. I've spoke the truth and known the truth since I was a little girl, and it has been a lonely experience, let me tell you, because there's not a lot of people on this path. And that's okay, because although it might have moments of loneliness, I am filled up within. And that's what I want for you. I want you to feel fulfilled from within, because you can't get it outside. The outside is simply a reflection of the inside. It's the microcosm that creates the macrocosm. And we use that to adjust. That's how we come together in unity. That's how we're all going to wake up. And I just want to say this about the truth: there's more coming. There's more truth always coming. You've never seen it all. You never know it all. It just keeps unraveling, and you just want to be in a place where you could be neutral and see it, and not reacting to every truth that you see. Now, some of the truths are going to be painful because it hurts the ego mind, because the ego mind likes things to be a particular way, like you've always known it. That's why if you're not doing your ego work, you're really going to be in trouble and down the line. So you want to be doing your ego work. Ego work is what will help you connect to your heart in a more deep and fundamental way. So I think this was one of my most direct videos. It's so important to know that you haven't done it all and you haven't tried it all. And that's just a lie that you're telling yourself. And don't believe the lies that you tell yourself. You tell yourself a lot of lies, not on purpose, but because it's a safety mechanism. It's a trauma response. Don't get stuck in the loop of lies. Just go. You want to rip the band. I'm a ripping the band-aid off kind of girl. Like, let me see all the truth. And it can be painful to see all the truth, but you're worth it. You're worth it. You're worth it. And you just keep opening potentials through the truth frequency. That'll give you what's called the armor of God. Look it up, Google it. You want the armor of God. This is not religion. This is not some dogma bullshit. The real this is the real armor of protection that you are divinely entitled to through your interconnection. All right, enough about that. My name is Kiana Sage, and I guide people to peace. Hope you have a great day. Happy Monday. Bye.